y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today I have a planning process video for you. I am working in my work planner, which is a classic dashboard planner, and I'm planning for the week of the 24th through the 30th, the last week of January, and I have a few books pulled. So after flipping through some of my old planners, I realized I used to use a lot of different combinations of books, and so I kind of want to go back to that. So I have a few books that I think might go together really nicely. I have the Dream Seeker book. I have jewel tone boxes because I think some of the darker boxes plus the copper in here might be really pretty. And then I also have the Caregiver book, which is super functional, but also has some of those darker colors that I thought would be really pretty as well. So I will link everything that I end up using down below. Otherwise, I'll put you guys on fast forward. Let's go. Okay, so I didn't have a clear direction for this page, but it did kind of come together really nicely. I'm really proud of the final product, but you'll have to wait and see at the very end. I make a really big mistake and I have to kind of just go with the flow. So the first thing I'm doing is picking out a bunch of different stickers that are kind of just jumping out at me just because I don't know how I want to start. So I'm just sticking them on the sticker planning guide. You can pick these up from thehappyplanner.com. And what they do is allow you to kind of pull stickers, and some of them have lines for particular layouts. So you can plan your whole layout on the guide without having to put it down on the paper and try to pick it up from there. I'm going to grab this colorful boxes, and I'm going to use these copper little boxes. So I don't use any of the labels that are on the page. I relabel all of these boxes. Like I said, this is my work planner, and so I use it for different purposes. Right here is where I list out videos that I'm going to be filming on that particular week. You can tell I was struggling trying to get this straight. Over on the left side with the bullets is kind of my running to-do list or task list. Down here is where I record things that I need to do for Patreon. And then I have the other box to the right that I have specifically for collaborations, companies I'm working with, things like that. And then the one at the bottom is kind of open, so I can use for whatever I need that particular week. But I always end up covering these up. I decided to go for it with the copper foil. I know so many people that don't like doing the foil, and mainly because it's hard to photograph foil layouts for Instagram. And so if you are someone like me that does social media, these are kind of difficult to take pictures of. But the truth is, this is a planner that I look at and I want to inspire me. And you guys know that I like the bling. I like the metallics. And so I'm going to go for it, even if my Instagram pictures don't come out quite as well. This is a planner that I use and that needs to be really functional and inspirational for me. So I'm going to go with the foil and not be scared. All right, I'm going to start with this large sticker. It says, anything is possible if you've got enough nerve, and a little bit of this stardust looking gold foil pieces at the bottom. I'm just trimming off any of the extras, and I can kind of use those little extra stickers to add a little bit more border to some of my titles. So that page is looking pretty good. I'll come back to it later, but I also need to title over here on this list, on the Monday through Sunday list. I always put the YouTube videos that are coming out. So I generally film ahead, and so if I don't rewrite what is supposed to be coming out that particular week, it's really easy for me to forget what is being released, and I have to go set up that video that morning to make sure it's released correctly. So I title that the YouTube videos for that week, and now all of the basics are pretty much set up. Generally, I do not do a lot of work on Sundays, so I'm going to use that as a decorative place. I have this really cute washi. I think it's from Paper House Productions, and it's like this girl boss washi, and I thought the colors were perfect and that it would be super cute, but I think it was just too big. So you're going to see I put it down. I'm going to label or layer this over the top, and it was too bold. I didn't like it. It was too much over there in the corner. So I changed my mind. I'm going to pull that up. It pulled up really nicely. Pull up the washi, and instead I'm going to use these eyeglass washi. I think they are super cute. Same kind of feel as the Girl Boss theme, but the colors really work well with the Dream Seeker sticker book. So this one right here that says Be Brave, just trying to get it straight, all in place and not covering up the word Sunday. And I do still have a little bit of room to write if I have something come up that I need to get done on Sunday. Now, over on the week side, that is where I list out different things that I need to get done on a particular day. So I'm looking through to see what boxes I might want to use. And there's some maroon boxes. It's a slightly lighter maroon than what is in the Dream Seeker book, but I think it still goes well. And I'm going to kind of repeat the color a few times. So I'll have this box right here on Tuesday. And I love the "You Are Rare" girl. I think that's super cute, and it brings that gold foil in a big way. This one says "Today." This is from Dream Seeker, and I love the shape of this box. Super cute. And like I said, over on this side, this is where I list out the tasks for the day, the videos that I'm filming on a particular day, if I have a meeting, things like that. Adding a little bit of some of that gold foil, or sorry, the copper foil stardust looking thing, some more washi tape. When I use a washi tape, I always like to put it in at least 3 different places across my spread, just so you have that repetitive pattern and it doesn't feel like it's kind of random. So when it repeats, it just feels like it makes more sense to my eye. So adding it in 3 different places, and now I'm just going to see what other boxes I can find that I might want to use. I want to put a large note box over on the left-hand side of the spread, but I'm just going to keep my eye open for one. This little sticker has the gold foil. Again, it says, "I am proud of myself." We'll put that down at the bottom just to make sure that, you know, I'm feeling good. It's a Monday. Sometimes you need a little extra inspiration. And if you can't tell, I'm super into having inspirational quotes in my planner. It makes me happy, and so I know I'm always on the lookout for those. This one says, "You got this." So just spreading that throughout the week. And now I'm just going to see what other boxes I can add. There's this one that says "Notes." That will go really well, and it's this really, really dark, deep purple, which goes nicely with the spread. So I'm going to put that kind of towards the middle. I still want to see the washi peeking out, and then I'll add another circle sticker that says "Just Be Brave, Girl" right here on the side. And I think that fits nicely in that little area. I'm trying to figure out if I can use this other "Today" sticker, and it was going to have to be too low. I don't think that was going to work out very well. So let me see what else I can add that will work. And I do find some bullet points that match the colors of Dream Seeker because it's in the Dream Seeker book. So I'm going to use that to add 3 bullet points to several of the different days. So I'll add them on Monday and Thursday and Friday. I probably should have put some on Wednesday, but I didn't put any yet just because I wasn't sure. I do have a box on Wednesday, which is why I didn't put the bullets. So I usually use one or the other, bullet points or box, and on Wednesday I went with the bullet points. Let me know in the comments below if you are a bullet point person or a box person. I feel like there are some different, we all have our different preferences. I guess there's also the checklist option, and I feel like each of us kind of gravitates towards one or the other. I really like checklists and I really like bullet points. I don't often use boxes for tasks. In my head, boxes are more for events, and I don't know why that is. I don't really have a logical explanation. I just know that that's what it works out as in my head. So let me know if you think differently about how those function. All right, I will end up putting a decorative sticker here. It says "Remain true to who you are." And I want to add a little bit more of that kind of stardust confetti look in the background. So I'm going to cut this particular piece in half because I can layer it underneath this sticker, this decorative sticker. So cutting that in half, I'll layer it underneath the decorative sticker, and then I'll also layer it up top over where it says January. I probably should use a marker or something to trace over the word January because it is in the Miss Maker colors, so it's like a light blue. It doesn't really bother me. It's pretty neutral. And the same thing with the marks that are down the center. So it's hard to even see on camera, but there are some light blue stitching down the center. And I was just going to ignore that, but in the end I have some really pretty washi, just trimming off some sticker that was kind of poking out. So I have some really pretty washi, and I decided at the last second, once I'd already popped it in, that, you know what, I could put washi on the center of this page. This is where I make a mistake. So I'm going to pull out these pages, gonna add the washi on the front, just down the spine of each of those. It covers up the little stitching marks that are in this Miss Maker dashboard planner, trimming this out. And then you guys, I use my Happy Planner punch, and when you use your Happy Planner punch, you just need to be careful to make sure everything is lined up correctly, and I don't do that. So it gets messed up. So I'm adding right there. I put it in my punch. I don't make sure it's lined up correctly, and I punched it incorrectly. And look at that. Look at the top. So I have to re-punch it. I have like some weird double punching things going, and I don't know if this happens to your punch. It happens to mine where it gets stuck, so I have to kind of poke it out. It messed up. So it's double punched. I wasn't sure what to do, but you know what? Here's the deal. It still goes back in my planner. No, it's not as pretty. It's not as perfect. It's an accident and it happens, but sometimes we just got to let that go. So I did make a big mistake, and that's okay. It's still going to be a super functional page in my planner. All right, and that is going to be it for this layout. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button as well as the bell notification button. I have all of the supplies that I used linked down in the description box below. I want to give a huge shout out to my patrons. Thank you so much for all of your support. If you are interested in finding out more about Patreon and some of the perks that you can receive over there, then check out the link in the description box below. All right, I hope that you have a fabulous day, and as always, keep it creative.